Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name's Richard on this beautiful sunny day in Staffordshire. We're going to be talking about the T120, but before we do, I want to mention something. Bankrupt Pensioner and the team, which is only small, so we haven't got the BBC behind us, are thinking about going out to Tenerife in both September or October and of 2024 and also March or April of 2025. We are looking at taking our subscriber base, those that want to come and join us, and we'll work with Tenerife on Triumph to get you the bikes that you need, and we will be spending a few days riding over there. If you're wanting to come, then keep a check out on the channel and we'll be releasing a detailed video on what we're doing, how we're doing it, and all the logistics and the mechanics associated to it. It'll be a great time. It will be a great time. So keep your eyes open. Remember, you have to be a subscriber. So subscribe now. Yes, only subscribers can come on this particular jaunt to Tenerife. Yes, and we're talking across the globe. Wherever you are, we're going to bring people together, and there's obviously a cost associated to that, and there's some work that you're going to have to do, but we'll give you a video in the very, very near future on the mechanics of how we're going to manage that. Let's get back to the Triumph T120. So currently, I only bought this, 6 days ago, is it? 6 days ago, and it's got 63 miles on the clock. 63 miles on the clock. She's brand spanking new. And this one's mine. I've gone and bought her, and cost me a bloody fortune, but it is what it is. And we're here to take the first vlog, the first video of me riding the T120. And I will tell you this, of the 63 miles that I've done, the bike has been absolutely wonderful. She's absolutely wonderful. And this is the kind of bike that ends up at the back of the showroom. Don't miss this bike out. Go and take it for a test ride. It might be right for you. It may not be right for you. That's okay. We're all different. That's okay. But don't forget to go and test ride the T120. Yes? But so we're going to go for a little ride and let's see what she's like. And hopefully we'll take her from there. Let's go for that ride. Let's run this intro. Bloody trains. You try recording and there's bloody trains all over. Let's run that intro. Okay, let's get this little girl started up and see what she's like. Oh. Okie dokie. Oh my goodness, listen to that little beauty. Oh, right. Okie dokie dokie. Let's go for a ride. It's a beautiful sunny day, late April, soon to be March. Let's just put my visor down so you can hear me. Soon to be March. Not March, May. What am I talking about? Oh, it's an age thing. It really is an age thing. Oh, and you know what? I have forgot to put on my strap That must be an age thing as well. There we are, helmet strapped on. Okie dokie. So we're on the Triumph T120. 63 miles it's got on the clock. Let's take her for a spin. Now I've only done a couple of journeys, two or three, 4 journeys or whatever. Firstly, you'll notice that the first and second gear are quite high. Yeah, so when you're riding around town, you'll only be using first and second gear. And you'll notice that she's got plenty of power. Plenty of power to get up to whatever. Oh, and lovely smooth gearbox. She's very highly geared, and that's okay. You'll get used to that. But she's got tons of torque right down at the bottom end of the RPM range. So it's not one of these where you have to be up at 5,000 RPM to get the power out of her. All the power is right through the rev range. Now, this one's been running. She's brand new, so I can't really take her over 4,000 RPM, as you can appreciate. But she's absolutely wonderful. What I can tell you is that apparently she's doing about 60 miles per gallon. Let's just double check that. Well, it's averaging about 55 miles. No, hang on. Oh. About 55 miles per gallon. But I've only been doing short trips. I think she'll do about 60, maybe 65 to the gallon by the way I ride her. And you know, she's quite economical. She feels absolutely super planted on the road. These are brand new tyres and they've not been truly scrubbed in, but she's absolutely wonderful. She's going around the corners, absolutely beautiful. The roads have just dried out after it being raining this morning, so I'm not going to go crazy. And it's not the kind of bike that you go crazy on, I guess. I certainly won't be going crazy. I don't usually ride crazy, but she's absolutely wonderful. And I'm not just saying that because I've bought her. Remember, I've been over to Tenerife twice and hired the T120 twice on 2 occasions, and I've basically fallen in love with the T120. And she's absolutely wonderful. That's why I've gone and bought one. Had I not enjoyed the T120, I would have said so. She does remind me of the Bonaval 865 that I've had in the past. I've had quite a few Bonaval 865s, and she just reminds me of that. She's a bit taller, a bit bigger, a bit more powerful, and she's just as comfortable. So if you've got an 865 Bonaval and you're thinking about moving up, then this is a great option for you. Go and test ride one from your local dealer. So quick roundup. Had the Triumph Tiger 900 GT, the GT, not the GT Pro, the GT. Traded that in, got £8,000 for her, and got a deal of this one for £11,000. So there was a £3,000 difference, and I paid the £3,000. The Triumph Tiger did need a new set of tyres, so there's 300 quid, and was expecting a valve check, which I suspect will cost somewhere around £1,000. So that sort of offset that. What's this guy doing? That sort of offset that. But yeah, she's She's absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. And she's a very simple bike. Everything's much more simpler in this. And I think the world's getting too complicated at the moment. We've got certain bikes that are so goddamn complicated when it comes to technology. And the GT, the 900 Tiger GT was a bit like that. And, you know, it's just like, I don't need complication. And that's me. I appreciate people that like complications, but I don't need a complicated life. And I wanted something similar from a bike, a non-complicated life. This little puppy has got cruise control. Let's put her on. Let's put her on. Here we go. I arm the cruise control. I'm still indicating, silly me. And there we are. I've now set her on cruise control. That's how easy it is to put on cruise control. And then I can turn the cruise control off. There you go. And I can reset it by pressing the button once. And that's it. It's a very simple cruise control. And that's all you need. Or that's all I need. Other people like complications like resume and add 1 mile an hour or reduce 1 mile an hour, and that's okay. But for me, I wanted something that was much more simpler. Maybe it's because I'm turning into an old fart. And I appreciate I'm turning into an old fart. Because I'm now starting to think like my father and mother used to think when I was young, yeah? And that's okay, that's just a point in life. It's just a point in life where you just start thinking in olden ways. And I might be right, and I might be wrong in whatever I think. But you got to remember, it's only an opinion. And you should be able to express your opinions without someone shouting at you or cancelling you. There's nothing wrong in expressing your opinion. And my opinion of this bike is, she's bloody lovely. She's bloody lovely. She's a right little puppy. Let's get her up this hill. Come on. So I'm in 4th gear at the moment. Woohoo! And she flies. There's a load of crap all over the road, but oh goodness me, she's flying. Not a problem. 6th gear, 70 mile an hour at 3,000 RPM. That's perfect for cruising and touring. I've ordered myself the rack for the back, for the top box, and I've ordered a Givi universal mono key plate, which I shall attach to that rack, and that means that I can put my top box on there and carry chickens or hamsters or video equipment and take it from there. I'm thinking about buying some Lomo throwover pannier, but I'm not so sure yet. I think it was Paul this morning on the comments said that he'd got the Givi chassis on either side with the hard cases. I might have to go that way. I might have to go that way. Look at this. Sugnal. So I'm on my, this is the road out to a place called Loggerheads in Staffordshire, on the Staffordshire-Shropshire border. I used to live in Loggerheads. Very nice place to live. Nice people. I now live in Eckershaw, Staffordshire, which is also very nice. Full of old farts, just like me. Just like me. Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. There's a petrol station at Croxton. This is Croxton. And if you don't know it, John Cordwell phones for you. Remember that? John Cordwell, he just lives up the road here in his beautiful house. I heard that he's not appreciated too much locally, but you know, that's how it goes. I've never met him. I'm sure he's an okay kind of guy in his own way. Here we are, here's Croxton service station, and I'm going to turn around here. Indicators are manual, so when you turn them off, when you turn them on, you've got to turn them off with your finger. However, on the Tiger they were automatic, but I often found that I was constantly looking at the bike to make sure that the automated cancellation for the indicators actually worked. So I may as well have pressed the button and got on with the riding rather than being focused on whether the auto cancellation had worked or not. And I did find that I was pressing the button. That's another old fart thing. That's because I used to ride motorbikes in the 1980s, and it's just carried on. It's a motor program in my brain. But I appreciate that they are good. Auto cancellation is good, but it's not as effective as what you get in a car. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I just didn't give it time enough to cancel. So back through Sugnall, on our way back to Eccleshaw. So she's a lovely bike. I'm going to be taking her out this afternoon for a longer ride. I need to get the 600 miles on the clock so she can have her first service, which means that her next service will be 10,000 mile intervals. So her next service will be 10,600 miles. The valve check for this particular T120 engine is every 20,000 miles. That's a bit more reassuring. The Tiger was every 12,000 miles. So, and because it's so much easier to get to the rocker cover on this bike, I shall be doing that myself. I shall be doing that myself. It comes with a 2-year warranty, but for £320 I've been offered an extension of 2 years, making it a total warranty period of 4 years. So I might just take that on board. I think this will be a keeper. I think it'll be a keeper because it's such a lovely bike to ride. I did say that about the Tiger 900, but she was getting a bit big for me because, you know, getting her out to the garage and things like that. It's because I'm only 5'8", 5'9", and she's a big bike and she's a beautiful bike. The Tiger bikes, certainly the 900s, not sure about the 1200s, they're even bigger, and I've never ridden one. But the 900s are absolutely magnificent. If you're thinking about getting a 900 and it's appropriate for you, then you should go and test ride one. They are absolutely magnificent. Absolutely wonderful. This is the first riding vlog of my T120, and as you already know, if you're keeping up to date with the channel, I've got a BSA Gold Star, and I've also got a Yamaha RD350R. So there'll be more videos on those bikes. I love the BSA Gold Star, so underrated. It's absolutely wonderful. What is this car doing with his private number plate? I don't know. Anyway, and the RD350, 12,000 miles, 1997 registered, was sat in a showroom since 1995, and then someone bought her 2 years later. That was the time when everybody was buying 4-strokes, and I understand that. Things move on, and we have to look after the world and all that good stuff. I understand that. But she's a lovely bike. She needs a bit of a clean, but she's a lovely bike, and we'll be videoing that as well. So remember, subscribe. I want you to come to Tenerife with us. Yes, we're going to have a great time. We're going to do lots of riding on Triumph motorcycles, and It's going to be a great time for us all to get together. I don't want to be one of these YouTube channels where it's all one way. Me telling you everything and you not enjoying it practically. I want to get us all together and appreciate this is going to cost a bit of money, but not too much money. And we want to get together and we want to get to ride and go out at night, have a drink, have a smoke, do whatever you do. We're not too concerned as long as it's legal. Yeah, and we're going to have good food and good times. Yeah, the logistics and the mechanics of how it will work I will explain in a very near future video. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this first vlog on the T120. She's absolutely wonderful. There'll be much more to come. So subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, give me a like, send me £1 million. I'd like £1 million. Are there any philanthropists out there? Come on, work with me for the love of God. Yeah? I'm not bankrupt for nothing. My goodness. Have a wonderful day. Safe riding. Yes? Always ride safely. Let's turn the indicator on again. And be kind to people. We've all got a story. You know that. So start being kind to people. Just be kind to people. You never know what their story is, and one day we'll all share our stories. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Do give it a tick. Remember to subscribe. We're off to Tenerife. More details soon. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.